Well, hello everybody and welcome. Dawn, welcome back. Say hi to Dawn.
We're not sideways tonight.
No, we're not like this tonight. We're actually righted up. I'm super excited because Dawn just got back into town. So you have a little combo here, a salt and pepper, yin and yang, a couple of chicks just sitting around talking.
Hey.
And so this is going to be a really fun hour. I have not yet figured out how to do the horizontal thing. And you know what? I don't think we could have used the theater tonight, but the truth is I think that this is far more intimate, don't you?
Plus you have the cool pineapples.
I have the pineapples. Nobody can, Todd's not in here, like fixing everything every 5 minutes. It is what it is, and sometimes it is what it isn't. I'm really happy to be here. I couldn't find my cool glasses today, so I have these.
Save your alternate cool
I have
glasses.
my alternate. Let me just refresh, because then I can see who's here in the room. Let's say hi to everybody who is so loyal and faithful on these Monday, Wednesday, Friday. Christian's here. Jen is here. Carla's here. Seth Robichaud.
Christian needs makeup help. You've come to the right spot.
I am your girl. Peggy,
The
Carol,
guru.
Joanne. Oh, and Paula. Gosh, everybody's here. Hello, Anita. Liz Cochran is in the house. This is going to be really fun. Mark and Kathy. Somebody had a birthday. I think it was you, Mark. So I might have to sing you happy birthday tonight. And so we are doing good. I don't know if you were here earlier when I went outside and I did a little intro for us. I went outside and I lost my glasses somewhere between the turkey and the chicken run. So how many people can say that?
Not the first time.
It's like, has anyone seen my head? So anyway, I am without glasses, but I grabbed a pair of glasses on my way in.
We'll find them on the emu later.
You know what? The emu has been acting very funny today. I think she misses Dora. So Dora, if you're watching, I think the emu
We all miss Dora.
I know, and she's coming home Friday. Yay! Just so you know, you are very missed. And so this week continues the Raiders shoot for Todd, the Las Vegas Raiders, which we're so excited about.
Stadium is gorgeous.
Oh.
It's unbelievable.
I know, and they built it practically during this quarantine, because before the quarantine started, I was thinking, gosh, I don't know if they're going to finish this. And I hadn't gotten down to the strip. I went driving up the strip yesterday just to connect with where I live, and I saw that stadium finished. I couldn't believe it. It is so beautiful.
It's really stunning.
And if I wasn't into football before, which I wasn't, I'll be into it now, because we're going to have our own team.
Well, especially since they're calling the stadium the Death Star.
Are they?
They are.
Oh, that could be. I have a really funny feeling that they're going to rock here. I really do. So
They're a
let
red
me.
boy team. It's a good look for them, the black.
Oh, I mean, we love our Golden Knights, and we're going to love our football team too. So I'm going to go ahead and get on comments here, and I would like to know what's on your mind tonight, relationship wise. I have a couple of things I want to talk about. Connecting with people, because you need to do that before you can. Well, you need to connect with yourself before you can do anything, right? I mean, but learning how to connect with other people in life and relationships, at work. I mean, it's all really important to do that. So I wanted to give some tips on that tonight about how to connect with people, build rapport with people, and how to get people to say yes to you, which is really a great thing.
Say yes.
Just say yes, not to just the dress, baby. So I've
Not
got
just to the dress.
No, I've got some. Let's see what's going on over here. I'm going to go ahead and jump in to the comments. What a gorgeous day we had here today and yesterday. Friday,
The weather took a turn for the perfect over the weekend.
It did, and I'm not.
It's going hot again.
I've never seen a day like we had yesterday in my life. How is everybody doing? Are you guys going out? Are you still at home? Are you feeling okay? What's going on? How's your head? How's your heart? I want to hear it all. So I'm looking at your comments right now, looking for these. You guys are talking to each other, which is great. You guys have all made really good friends with each other. So it's going to be fun when we do this cross-country tour.
I'm excited for it. I'm always up for road trip. I've driven across the country about 10 times. And it's always awesome.
It is going to be awesome. We're going to meet a lot of you, and we're going to have a lot of fun.
So we could start up Route 66 right down the middle. And
exactly. We're going to go from one end to the other. That is for sure. And then back
down another route.
So, hey, Mark Poet, how are you? It's good to see you. Super happy you're here. Madi is here. Really good thoughts and ideas you had the other night, Madi. I always enjoy when you share. Barbara Hammond, salon finally opens the 18th. My roots can't wait. Boy, I tell you, thank God I do my own hair color because I don't think I could have done it. I just don't.
I was going to say, thank God I have long, straight hair that doesn't need a trim.
You don't color your hair either, do you? Oh, my God.
But I don't need to cut. That's the crucial thing. Because everybody I know who gets their hair cut regularly has been in big trouble these last few months. So
yeah, exactly. So
good time to grow your hair.
It is a good time to grow it, but I hear you, Barbara.
Just in time for summer.
Exactly. Okay, so hello, Francine, Samantha, hello. By the way, those of you who won the other night, your prizes just went out, and tonight I will be giving the people that won the $40 gift certificates to Cat Cosmetics. I will be sending those out tonight. And then we'll do trivia and have fun, maybe even numbers. If you guys are really good, we'll do numbers, and we'll give away more of those gift certificates because it's a really fun place to shop. Get you happy on. All right, so one thing I wanted to talk about tonight, I just want to make sure I'm not missing anybody who wants to talk about anything in particular. You know what you can't do? You can't scroll backwards, can you? On there. I'm gonna have to go up here. Feeling accomplished today. I got my apartment good and clean, then went to prayer meeting this evening, which always refreshes. Boy, isn't that true? Things go better with God. Remember, things go better with Coke?
Well, people talking about positive things. I'm so over all the negativity.
Oh my gosh. And Friday, I literally fell over Friday, just from working and not taking any time for myself. But when you own a business and we can't do how we usually do because we can't bring workers in yet, and so it's been pretty tough, and I didn't realize how fast I was going or pushing myself, and
until you stopped.
Until I stopped. And when you don't take care of yourself in any emotional, spiritual, or physical way, you'll get slapped down, because your body can only take so much. So I slept all Friday night, all Saturday night, and all day yesterday. I slept like Rumpelstiltskin. I slept like Sleeping Beauty. I mean, I was really, really, really. So if I look at all rested, it's because I am. So I was so happy Letty is here because she really helps me with those babies out there that you saw earlier. I'm missing or lost someone real special to me. Okay, Joe, if you want to talk about that, then you just go ahead and fire in. None of you really know each other, so you can say anything you want. There's no shame or embarrassment here. Everybody's just doing their best to learn how to do this thing called life. And so if you want to talk about that, go right ahead. And if not, and if you want to talk about that privately, that's okay too. All right, look at it. Sandy's here. I went for a COVID-19 test today. They swab up the nostril. Wasn't too bad. No, it's not bad at all. I got to recharge my universal butter beer reservoir. It was yummy. Ooh, makes me kind of want a beer. Isn't that funny?
I've heard of butter beer.
Yeah. Bill, I do, but I think I know your answer. How do you convince your spouse that we need another cat?
How many cats do you have already?
Yeah, you know what, Bill? That's a really good question. How many animals do you have already? Do you take care of them so to the point where your spouse won't need to have any extra work added to them? Because that's what happens with the person that usually wants the animal, but they don't want to do all the work. So I think, letting somebody know that you're willing to pick up the extra slack, right? Especially with cats, because the litter box, when you get multiple cats, we have 2 now here, and but I have so many birds and it's so much work. It is so much work, but it's worth it to me, and I'm lucky because everything I do other than being out on the road when I tour is from home. So, I can participate. But don't you think usually...
We're both big animal. I mean, I have an animal sanctuary, so I love animals too. So.
Is that the one in Utah?
It's moved.
Where?
It's in California now.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Well, that place people go on vacation to go take care of animals.
Yeah, that one. Yeah,
Yeah.
That's Best Friends.
Best
We were
Friends.
actually we weren't best friends. We did all of their rehab for them. They're
Oh.
like they had an injured or disabled animal.
Wow. Well,
That's my place's specialty. And elderly animals, which has become a big issue because a lot of people are turning them in now,
yeah.
not realizing they don't have to. That there's other options. Carts if they're older and they can't lift their dog, that there's ways around it. So we
Right.
do a lot of stuff with that too.
But if well, that's good work to do in this world. So, Bill, I'm going to say you just let them know that you are willing to pick up all the extra slack, expense, all of that, and you have a better chance at it. It's like when kids want a new pet, right?
Mm-hmm.
The thing the parents really don't like about it the most is they're afraid they're not going to take care of them. So it's no different with us.
Usually rightly so.
And usually rightly so. And you know what? I don't know if they're watching, but when you want something, when you want someone to ask someone to do something, there's 4 magic words that get people to say yes, okay? Now, don't abuse this because it's powerful and it's simple. But when my husband does this on me, I'm like, really? You learned that from my seminar, Get Your Fire Back. You must have been in the room. But when he does it, I always have to say yes because it's one of my things. Okay, so if you want to get someone to say yes, now all my Get Your Fire Back alumni that are out there, they're all screaming these 4 words right now. Do you know what they are?
I'm waiting with trepid anticipation.
All right. But again, don't abuse this. So when you want something, or you want someone to say yes to something, first of all, always be sincere. And don't waste these 4 words. But here they are. You ready? The 4 magic words that will get someone to say yes to you are these. Would you be willing? 4 words. Would you be willing? So when you ask somebody for something, or if you want them to do something for you, you don't just flat out ask them, a question, or have any expectation. Would you be willing? Would you be willing to get another cat if I'll take care of it, and if I promise that I will assume the responsibility for, and would you be willing to let me have another cat? That's okay. I'm just using Bill's
It's really
thing.
gracious, actually. That's
Well,
a
you
nice
know
way to-
why? Because you're putting it all on them in a good way. Like you're letting them have a choice. And if you want to be really cool about it and mean it, you have to mean the things you say. You say, and no is a perfectly fine answer. You see what that does? It kind of just really takes all the pressure off, and if you're sincere, then most people appreciate that you put it on them, but in a good way. It's not like I expect hands on the hips doing this kind of thing. It's just really a kind way to ask for something, and it works for work and bosses and spouses and friends and everything. But again, don't abuse it. I promise you. Try it, and I'll get back to me on that because it's a really amazing thing.
Well, and it makes perfect sense because who likes to be told what to do?
No.
Nothing worse.
Or
even
have
if
expectations.
you give a gift and it's like taken like it's expected. It just takes all the joy out of wanting to do anything like that.
It does. But, when Todd said, honey, would you be willing? I'm like, you
rascal.
You got that from me, and now I have to say yes.
Say, honey, would you be willing to not use my own sentence on me anymore?
Except those are my magic words. Okay, Sasha, I had a couple questions a couple of days ago. Now I don't remember. That's okay. A lot of people are going into the ethers with their minds these days because, it's funny when you have so much going on in the world. It's hard to kind of keep a linear way of thinking.
Vancouver Island, it's beautiful up there.
Well, who's there?
Sonia,
hello from Vancouver Island, British Columbia. Hello, Kate. Arlene Zinstein. She's getting her hair and wax done, and then she'll feel better. Tomorrow I turn 64. Welcome, Arlene. I turned 64 in February, and it is just, the water is great. Come
You're
on
rocking
in.
it.
Thank you. But it's real nice in here. Don't just stick your toe in, go all the way in. Just remember that getting older is a privilege, and it's all in your head. A lot of aging is in your head. Your thoughts, the way you think about getting older, don't be afraid of it. It gets better and better. At least I think it does. And what you think actually is, so in your world. So, hey, Darlene Spinney. Oh my God, I was talking about you the other day. How weird is that? I haven't heard your name or seen you in so long, and you popped into my head the other day, and now I know why. So welcome, Darlene. You are a great lady. I'd love to hear about your life and what you're doing. Peggy and Jen, let's see. We've got people are on Bill's cat right now. They're
Happy birthdays.
Hippo birthdays. Happy birthday, Carol. So let's see, I'd love to hear about the sanctuary. So we'll get to that. One night maybe we'll do a whole thing on it and get pictures and footage. And it's really good. Hey, Kathy Hobbs. And oh gosh, we have a lot of people. We're so happy. This is great. Okay, so while I'm at it.
Emergency call for the production. I'm sorry.
Okay, she's working on the commercial with Todd. She's production designer of it. So the boss just called, which means she's got to take that. But what I want to talk to you about right now is how to build rapport with people, and how to. Some people aren't socially comfortable. Like I meet a lot of people in my work that are really shy, not socially comfortable. Some people are just kind of more happy to be alone because they feel a lot of pressure on them when they are in a social situation. The key to building rapport with people is, and again, when I say this, remember, anytime I give you advice, take the best and leave the rest. So if anything resonates with you, then write it down. And if it doesn't, it's fine, because not everything I say is necessarily so. It is just simply my point of view and a lot of life experience and just knowing how the mind works. So building rapport with people is really, 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 really important, because you know how when you meet somebody and all of a sudden you just feel really comfortable with, and you barely met them, and you're just really comfortable. You feel good in their presence. They make you feel almost happy. It's like, and that, now if that's in a dating situation and you're just new to dating, that can be a danger sign, because someone might be moving too fast, they're getting too much in your space too quickly. But in life in general, the key to making people feel like they're the only person in the room, but be sincere about it. I always say, don't do anything you don't say what you don't mean. Just say what you mean and mean what you say. But it's a training of ourselves that we do, that when we meet somebody and we give them all of our attention. I remember, honestly, really silly stuff, like when I was 11 and I went to see Barry Williams at a store, to get an autograph, and I was just this little girl in Florida. And I remember, and it wasn't because he was rude or anything, but I was a big TV fan, and when I waited and waited in a super long line for an autograph, and it was just like this, didn't even look at me. And I remember, I don't have any bad feelings about that, because now I understand what goes into that. And when you have a lot of people waiting for you in line, and it's just, people are rushing, and the promoters only have so much time, and they're even saying things like, you can't spend too much time with each person. Well, I just do what I want, because I really do get what that feels like, and I just think he's a terrific person. I just want to say, he's a Facebook friend, and and everything, and I get it. But back then, I remember feeling really disappointed. I'm talking about how to make someone feel like the most important person in the world. About building rapport with people. Mm-hmm. Don't, when you're talking to somebody in a room, don't look around to see who else is in the room. It's the worst feeling in the world for somebody else. Look at them. Look into their eyes. So many people don't do that it actually is a little bit mesmerizing. Part of hypnosis is overloading the mind, and so therefore Just looking into someone's eyes really close can make someone go on overload because people aren't used to it. But you connect with somebody through your eyes, right?
And really listening to them. I mean, most people, even if they ask something, they're really, generally there's a question in the background of it. So they're just waiting for their moment to pounce in. So when people actually feel a moment to really speak and just be heard, that can be really powerful. I mean, so many people haven't had that happen in a long time.
It's so true. And so when you connect with somebody by looking them in the eye and listening, and like really listening, and in particular if it's an older person, I always take a lot of time, because I think one of the things that I've heard most of the old elderly say to me is that they feel invisible. And that just really bothers me, because you know, we will all get there someday, and inside every old person is a young person that they once were and still are inside, if this makes sense. So, you know, I just think paying attention to
You
people.
probably did some really cool things that they can tell you about if you give them a little time.
Absolutely.
Everybody's got something about them that's interesting. I've been all over the world with what we do, and I've found no matter what, there's always something.
Right. And they appreciate it so much, but guess what? Anybody at any age appreciates being seen, being heard. And, you know, I don't care if what they're saying is not at all interesting to you. You pretend like it is, because guess what? Everybody has something to say, and it doesn't cost anything to pay attention to people. I often find too that people get nervous, so they just talk, you know, and I just listen. And there's always something in there, you know, but just being seen and heard makes a person feel so good. So that's like number one. And if you treat people like that, you will not believe how your world will open up. It's a magic thing. It's the magic of life is, you know, making people feel important, because they are, right? We all are. You're important, and we're all important. And if we treat each other that way, and with kindness and in respect, of course. So that's like a really biggie for me. And having compassion for people, you know, it is, it's sad because there's some people that just aren't able to even feel compassion or empathy. And that's because they have some their wiring is not firing right. And so, you know, I'm talking about, narcissists, right? Sociopaths, people that have no conscience. You just don't need to connect right there. There's no point in trying to connect because they don't connect. And I know because I talk to so many people that have been in relationships with a narcissist, and it does such psychic damage to be with somebody that does not care. And the truth is they can't. But again, our nice people always feel like, oh, I can fix this. I can make it better.
I can love them enough.
My love will fix it all. That's right. No, it won't. So
it's an abyss.
Right. Bill, aging is truly a privilege. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. Very much so. Let's see. Seth, yes, age is just a number. You two ladies are just beautiful inside and out. Thank you. I received that.
Hi, Kelly. Thank you.
Oh,
Kelly
yeah.
said hi to me.
Hey, my sister, Kim, is here. Oh, she's a really, really good person to talk to about life stuff. It's really fun.
And my sister's name is Kim too. Isn't that funny?
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, that's weird. Hey, Kimmy. So let's see what people are doing. Yeah, let's see. They're all just having fun with each other. Hey, Sean. Julie, let's see what's going on. I'm just making sure I don't have any questions. I find myself withdrawing from people because of how they make me feel. I love that. Randy. Is that Randy or Sandy? Okay, let me just go. Let's talk about that for a second. What do people make you feel like? If you were here, that would be my first question to you. Well, what do you feel, right? Because that would be a very important answer for me. What do you feel? And why do what kind of people are you talking about? I will wait for your answer below. Oh, good that people are having good weather everywhere.
Todd's prepping. We got a big shoot on Wednesday.
Yeah. Oh, yes.
Someone asked where Todd is.
I am like that. I have withdrawn a lot since all this stuff going on, more so than before. You know what I noticed? That people aren't looking at each other anymore because we're masked up, right?
Right.
Nobody feels comfortable in that mask.
And we're told to keep apart, so the space.
Social distancing has, and so we're not connecting with people like we used to. And also a lot of us, and most of us, if not all of us, have been inside for 4 months now. Are going on 4 months, and you forget how to be with people.
Well, and even if you didn't forget, so I just did I was gone for the weekend because I went and did a bunch of survival kits for homeless people, and this group I've worked with for 10 years, the Giving Spirit, they're great. But we discovered we had to completely relearn how to be around each other because we're not used to social distancing.
Yeah.
So it's not even like you forgot it. It's like you have to completely relearn it.
Yeah.
We had to put X's on the ground, and we're a really huggy bunch, of course. So we're
doing a lot of this.
Huggies, yeah, we're like elbow.
Yeah, but that is.
So it's almost like you have to completely relearn how to be around people again.
It is
even
so.
in the best of circumstances.
It's so true, Sasha. I get it. I was out just for the first time the other day, and I noticed that nobody was looking at each other, and there's not. What are you seeing? You're seeing this, the eyes. It's very polarizing, actually. So I look forward to the day when we'll be able to all embrace and
well, just semiotics wise, not being able to see a face. I mean, we get so much from each other. It's not just the eyes, but the whole expression. So
and it's smile
cut off.
I mean, when you are walking down the street or going through the mall and someone catches eyes, I don't know why that makes me smile, and someone then always smiles back unless they're, going through something and they're just not happy people. I don't take it personally, but most people smile back, and we're not able to do that anymore. So we can't, that saying, if you see someone without a smile, give them one of yours. But we can't because we're like this, so it's very.
Plus you get one of those masks that have the smiley mouth on it. I saw some of those.
I saw one with a mustache, and I was like, no, I'm not ready for that.
It's fun though. I love that some people have gotten creative and made their own masks or gotten cool fabrics or things that express them. I had to go to Home Depot to pick up something for our kits, and there was a guy there that had a mask that had little hammers and stuff on it.
Yes, well, people are saying eye contact is a must. It absolutely is. I mean, the eyes are the window to the soul, and when you get to look somebody in the eye, there's something magical that happens there, and so yeah, I look forward to that. But still, we're just learning about connection because connection is everything, and
the last step on the 36 questions that make you fall in love.
What?
Is to look in each other's eyes for 4 minutes
without talking.
Really?
Mm-hmm. Well, I'm going to write that one down. I like that a lot. 4 minutes. I haven't done a stare contest since I was like a teenager.
Oh, I used to do those too.
Yeah. Yeah. It was
good.
Good at them. It taught me some good stuff. Sometimes I do that. Our energies don't work together. That's interesting. I'm not sure what.
Right above that.
Right above it. Connectivity is the key. Yes, it is. And we can all do it unless there's some wires loose. But that's nobody's fault. It's hard to do when you're with someone who bullied all while growing up. That may be in the past, but never leaves you. I was bullied in junior high school, horribly. And it's far worse now than it was then. Or, at least before this whole COVID thing. I actually didn't even want to go to school. It was a girl bully, and it was really horrible. She would knock my head up against the locker, and I was not a cool kid. I was cool in my mind, yeah, but I was not one of the cool kids, so.
No, me either. I was the nerdy kid, and I started school young. Started reading young, so they put me in school at 4.
Yep.
And then just to add insult to injury, I was a really late bloomer, so I was a year younger than everybody.
And
but
you're tall.
I looked like I was like 3 years younger than everybody.
Yeah, and were you always tall?
No, I went into high school. I was 5 foot tall.
Really? Ooh, she's a tall girl.
I said I looked like I was.
But the bullies are just. I know it does do some damage, no doubt about it. But when you remember, and I wish I had known this then, bullies are just inside shriveling cowards, and it's hard to believe, but it's so scary when you're going through it, and it does affect you deeply. I'm writing my book right now, and I just got done writing about that, so I won't go into that any longer, but I wrote about my bullying days, and 20 years later, when I saw the bully, when I went home for my high school reunion, and that kind of thing that happened. So that's a cool story for another time. But, you aren't in high school or junior high school anymore. You're not. And the bully is not in your life. And I know all this makes rational sense to the thinking mind, but it really is holding on to a fear that no longer serves you. Being afraid used to protect you, and you would have to think it was a lot of pressure, and I know this. But I really think that when you realize how, I guarantee you, those bullies, their lives are terrible now. And they too had to learn that from somewhere. They
were possibly bullied in their family.
Yeah.
It's very frequent.
I had to reconcile all this in my head long ago, but the things I would remind myself, just like what you're saying, is that, we're born in the world with nothing. I mean, we are taught everything in our journey of life, right? So we don't really learn. We learn all the good and all the bad behavior we have, and as we get older, it's up to us to sort it out, to make sense of it. So all I can say to you is that, just love on yourself, because when you do know yourself and love yourself, even adults can be mean, of course. I mean, people still have cliquey, groups, and keep people on the outside. But when you know yourself and love yourself, nobody gets to tell you who you are ever or what you are. And you can just say that to people. You can tell me what I am all day long, but I know who I am, so really. Actually,
you just reminded me of a really wonderful exercise when you're talking about loving yourself. I had someone from my bullying and my, it's more like I was just really nerdy and kind of a bit of a social outcast, and I was full on bullied. It was more like I was just the nerdy kid that never got asked to a dance, or, was just a little step out of house. It's like on Sesame Street, they had that one of those things is not like the others. I was really clear. I was that thing that was not like the others.
Yeah.
But a friend of mine did this really good exercise with me where it's almost kind of like self-hypnosis. You get yourself in a really relaxed state, and you imagine yourself as an adult going back and having a conversation with yourself as that child, and embracing your own self as a child, and comforting your own self and giving yourself advice as the adult that you now are about.
Right. Because, by now, unless you're like 21, which isn't that far from school. Hey, you know who I'd like to ask about this is Seth, because he's 19, so he's only been out of high school for a little bit, and I would love to hear from you, Seth. Were you bullied in high school? Because I'd like to hear how you reconcile that in your head. Everybody has their own way, but, remember The Wizard of Oz?
Mm-hmm.
There's a great line in The Wizard of Oz. I love it. Be gone, you have no power here.
Exactly.
Right?
Yep.
And I actually say that to people sometimes. Be gone before a house falls on you too.
That's really good, yeah.
Right?
Be gone before a house falls on you too.
There's so many ways to kind of get out of that mentality that even makes you laugh, at the things you say, but be gone, you have no power here. Be gone before a house falls on you too. But I love the first part of it because it's so easy. It just lets you feel like you have your power back in a way, because bullies they tear you down. But I swear if you turned around and confronted them head on, they would, they would, this is just the way it is. They really are truly frightened people who are bullied at home. And, sadly, the damage done to the bully is so bad that they don't usually succeed at much in life because they have no self-esteem and they don't like themselves and they don't trust the process of life. So that's pretty hard to think about.
Sometimes it's character building. I remember I was a really big fan of the play The Ugly Duckling because I felt very akin to it because I felt like the ugly duckling. And there's a line in it about, in a way there was a blessing because people weren't always talking to me about my looks. I didn't grow up spoiled or willful or vain. I had to, I cultivated myself as a person. So
Yeah, and the funny thing
some good came out of all of it.
Yeah, in fact, you know what? Remember that all the stuff that happens to us, to beat us
Builds
down.
us.
Yeah, but in fact, if you use it as a learning experience, it does in fact build us up. But one thing I was thinking about the other day, I wanted to bring up at this too, was relationships. We were talking about this, I think, in the pool the other night, weren't we? When I said everything we do with people, whether it's our spouse or anybody, but in particular in relationships, everything you say, everything you do is either adding to the relationship or taking away from it.
Yeah, there's no neutrals. I think it's
No.
you're building or you're
Everything,
or you're
yes.
taking away.
And so that's why when people joke around with you in a mean way and they're like, oh, I was just kidding. No, you really weren't. And if I gave him a few drinks, I'm sure I'd hear a whole lot more of what's in there, But, so just the power of the word is just remarkable, So I just wanted to throw it in there in case any but married folks out there.
Power of the word, power of our word about ourselves.
Yes. Mark Pwett, you have always gone above and beyond at my event, Southern Nights Atlanta. Well, Mark, I try to go above and beyond. I like to
She pretty much
underpromise.
just goes above and beyond. That's her way.
Oh, you too.
Yeah, that's
That
true.
you are the way. I underpromise and overdeliver. That's my motto because it's just you can't go wrong. And I love your events. The Southern Nights of Atlanta is one of my favorite because it is truly like a family, and everybody comes from all over with their Night Rider cars, and we all geek out. And I'm a
Nice.
big geek, so I love that. And I'm sorry that you had to cancel it this year. I could have come, but all my stuff got canceled too, and that would be the only reason I could have been there. I feel like what most people are only wanting to get their moment to speak and aren't listening to anyone. Wow.
That's what I was pointing at, yeah.
It is, but you know what? I'll tell you, she contributes some really good stuff to these conversations, this one, because she's right. It's like people aren't listening. They just know it's their turn to talk because someone else isn't talking, right? And so no wonder we feel polarized and everything.
Yeah.
But we can turn it around, right?
We can listen.
We can listen.
Pretty easy.
We can love, we can listen. I think it's pretty great how everybody found each other here, And I'm not sure exactly where everybody's from. I know where a lot of people are from there. I know Mark and Kathy are from Florida. Crystal's in California. Hi, Crystal. Jennifer Levy, you are getting your gift certificate tonight. Just wanted to let you know. Kate, part of my disability inhibits my ability to keep eye contact and such takes extra effort to demonstrate active listening. There's more, but I can't seem to get into it. I would love to know what that says. Well, it takes extra. Oh, that was it. To demonstrate active listening. Huh. Interesting.
A great way to vanish things is if that is true for you, to just tell people up front, I'm very interested, but there's this thing for me, and then you don't even have to wonder what are they going to think or make it mean that they'll just know because you've already told them.
Yeah. No, and you know what? A lot of people don't say what they mean because they're afraid of the repercussion of it. But I'd rather know now.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I'd rather know now. So I don't mind uncomfortable moments. There's a lot of power in an uncomfortable moment, actually. That's how I feel a lot, invisible and heartbroken in my own family. Okay, Diane, you got to make a family for yourself then. you know, if your family lets you down and you can't change it, then you build a family, you know, of friends. That's really what I would say to that, don't you think?
Yeah, I mean, I think of you as a sister.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Yep, I think of you as a sister as well. I have, you know, my little family of friends. And so if the bottom fell out of my life, I would feel like I still have a family because I have 4, 5, 6 really tight people, you know, that I relate to, and we make each other laugh. And sometimes they're the sisters you never had, or the brothers you never had, or the mom and dad you've never had. So, for example, I have a mother and a dad that belonged to somebody that was in my life once. And I'm still very close and love them and miss them and think about them. And they're getting older, and I went to see them last year, and it was really good for me because friends or family you pick, right? You
Exactly.
choose, yeah. So that's what I would say to you. I would say, you know.
And a quote from, I think it's Ben Franklin.
Yep. Well,
Family give us a wonderful opportunity to be around people we sometimes otherwise would never associate with.
you know what? I want you to know, Diane, that I was on a train once I was on a train going upstate New York, and it was Christmas time, and I was going to visit some friends. And there was a girl across from me that was so stressed out. She was sobbing all by herself in a train seat. And I couldn't bear it because the pain of it was so great. So I asked her if I could sit with her and if there was anything she wanted to talk about. And that she didn't have to, but, you know, I just wanted to be there. And she said, I'm going home to see my family, and it is so stressful. Every Christmas, it is so stressful that I'm full of anxiety on the way there. This is not uncommon. It's more common than you realize, actually. And I said, well, why do you go? Just out of curiosity, why do you go? And she said, I have to go. And I didn't press any more than that because this is a stranger. I didn't want to jump into her space. But, you know, that would be worth examining, because just because you are related to somebody, if they make you miserable, then it's okay to take a break. Sometimes we even have to divorce family members when they cause us so much pain. But, you know, like I said, make your own kind of music, Diane. Find friends that you can be with that feel like family, because sometimes they're even better. I'm sorry that you're feeling heartbroken, because that's a really hard feeling, and my thoughts are with you. I've had people tell me I have sad eyes. Oh, sometimes sad eyes are sexy.
Oh yeah, there's
Right?
a whole song about it. It's beautiful.
What is there?
Sad
Sad
eyes.
sad eyes.
Yeah.
That one. Yeah. There you go. So maybe they're just bedroom eyes and they got confused. I don't know. That's what I'm thinking. That's right. Let's see. Vivian Hartman, hello. Heather, aging is physical inside. People are as young as the stories they're telling you from their past. Beautiful.
I love that.
That is fantastic.
I gotta tell you, I had gotten a little bit hurt on a job a year ago. I threw my shoulder out, and I was on the phone I had to get physical therapy. And this person on the phone was just like, because she could see my birthday.
Yeah.
And she's just like, well, it's not like, you know, you're going to be out riding a dirt bike again or anything, you know, so you have a little bit of you can't use your shoulders much. It's like, well, as a matter of fact, I was out riding a dirt bike the week before this accident happened. It wasn't hurt on the dirt bike ride. I was hurt at work. It was like, and I have every intention of riding one again.
Yeah.
And people make decisions because of your age, but you don't have to listen to them. You have your own story and you have your own decision about what you make any age mean.
You know, that really is an important thing right there, because if someone of any authority...
She really pissed me off saying that.
Well, how dare you?
I'm like, what?
But how we get messed up, how we get our stuff is that, you know, between
We
the
listen to
age
idiots like that.
well, if you're a person who, usually it happens between 1 and 7, the real damage that can be undone, by the way. So we all have our damage, and don't let anyone fool you. We all have a piece of the pie missing. It's just whose piece can you live without? That's what I always say, right? So nobody's perfect.
that.
Yeah, but when between 1 and 7. This mind is so fantastic that we have. What a gift. Oh, so your brain, one brain, two minds, conscious, subconscious, right? So this is your thinking mind. Think, 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 think. This is why you can't sleep at night. This is, you know, chatter, chatter, chatter. You think it's the one making decisions, but in fact, that one is back here, your subconscious mind. So when it's the hard drive, it is your computer, it records everything. It just knows what it's told, all right? Since the minute you're born, if not before. We aren't sure about that, but from the time you are born till the time you leave, your subconscious mind is just recording, recording, recording. That's the mind that makes a lot of decisions. So choices, I guess I should call them, because if we say, how did I get here? How did I get here? It's because your subconscious mind is making choices based on old programming. I hope that makes sense.
Making decisions based on old programming.
You're making choices and decisions based on old programming. So
it's like the Matrix, the program is running.
Yeah.
And you're just on autopilot.
And so what is the programming, you might say? Well, between 1 and 7, we are learning about life and the world, and we're learning that there's more than us, right? The first 3 years, 4 years, and then you go to school and you're around kids and you realize that the world is bigger than your family, and that it's and people are talking to you all the time. Your parents are talking to you, doctors, or your children's doctors talk to them. Then you go to school, kids talk to you, teachers talk to you, the nurse at school talks to you. And they're all authority figures when you're young, right?
They're all bigger than you.
They're all bigger than you. The doctor's supposed to know more than you. The nurse knows more. The teachers know more. The principal knows more. So when they say things to us, the subconscious takes it in as fact. It doesn't, this mind is the judgmental mind. This mind is just the fact taker. So the facts are all put in you. You are programmed by all the people in your life between 1 and 7. So most of the trauma that happens to us happens between those years as well. So let's say if you're molested, which many people are, so many people, and or people tell you that you're no good, you're just a dreamer, that's nothing good is ever going to happen to you, you're lazy, you know, whatever is programmed into your mind. Well, that wasn't a very smart thing to do, now was it? You see the way people talk? And they don't, I don't think people understand this mind. I don't think that they understand the programming. And believe it or not, we're programming each other even right now, you know, because I'm giving you my points of view on things. And you might go, oh yeah, or you might reject it. Either way, it's fine. But I know that all this is true because this is what I went to school for. And I really, truly, in my life experience, healed myself of many, many, many things because of these facts, to find out where that happened. So we really do have more power than we think we do, and unzipping ourselves out of this human suit. And as I say to the people in Get Your Fire Back, you unzip this suit, this human suit we're in, because we're just spirit inside. We're just spirit. And so that's our spirituality that we feel. When you can get in touch with that, then life starts to become much more gentle, and things make more sense, and you can make more sense out of the things that happen to you. But if you unzip that suit and then just put this big light in there and look at all of the stuff that we went through as kids, we can really begin to heal ourselves, because we go, oh yeah, I forgot that happened. Oh yeah, I remember. So, when someone will say, remember when the teacher said this, and you would like, I would never have remembered that, but yes, I remember that, because this remembers. Remember, your subconscious mind took it all in. Stored it. And so, don't beat yourself up for making certain choices in life. We stumble through life, and we don't know what we don't know. But there comes
we didn't get the owner's manual with these things.
We didn't get the Love 101 class in school, right? So we teach ourselves, and we get great teachers that help teach us, and we heal ourselves this way. And also, God in the mix is huge, at least in my way of thinking. It's a must, because that's the healing your spiritual self is really important. So also because just to know that you're never really alone. There are all kinds of wonderful stories. Okay, we said that's excellent. Jennifer Levy, thanks so much, Jen. So excited today. Anya, I'm so guilty of talking too much when nerves, especially with men. You know what? Just take a breath. When you feel like that is coming on, people that do that feel it coming on. Have you ever felt that way?
Mm-hmm.
Like, I'm talking too much. Oh God, I sound stupid. Then you start judging everything, right?
I used to do that a lot when I was younger. I got over it, thank goodness, but...
Yeah. Just remember that reset, that deep breath in and hold it, and then just let it out. I'm all good. All is well. I'm just happy to be here. You just calm yourself down. Just calm yourself down. You can do that anytime. 3 deep breaths before a party. Remember, we talked about this before, about learning to listen more than you talk when you meet somebody, because you're assessing, and you need to. People love to talk about themselves. Let them. And then you can learn more than you thought you could. Make decisions based on that. Have you ever met somebody, Dawn, or any of you, where you met them and you didn't really, nothing just went pow, right? Like, it wasn't like there's some stunning looking person, and after talking to them from 10 minutes, they're just, you just see them in a whole new way.
Mm-hmm.
Has it ever happened?
Absolutely, yeah.
And I know, guys, that this happens with you, where you see a girl and she can go from a 1 to a 10 in 20 minutes just because...
Or vice versa.
Or vice versa, because of the way that they think. And so it's kind of like, taking off the layers of an onion, and there's some beautiful thing.
Yeah, if you take the time to do that. Because let's face it, we're judging, assessing, evaluating machines, and you will get hit with those, but if you have the wisdom to act, like Kat's saying, take the time and push past what your brain's trying to do, and really look and listen.
And the people that don't take the time to do that are very shallow. And they may not know it, and they may know it, but we don't have time for shallow, right? We don't have time for that. We're not here to fix people. We're here to help each other grow, but we're not here to fix people. It is a thankless, tiring, exhausting, deep hole of never-ending need, and that's not why you're here. There's plenty of people on the planet that are just right for you, and you for them, just as we are. So that's
grow together, not fix.
That's right. Grow together, not fix. I love listening to elderly people with their stories. Me too. Mm-hmm. Me too. It doesn't cost a dime to be nice, and the results are priceless. Mark Poet, you are one of the kindest people I know, and I do know Mark Poet, so I'm very lucky that way. I love making other people happy. It absolutely feeds my heart so much joy. Nicole, that's a beautiful thing, and you make sure that you let other people do for you too, because we love to give, don't we? Mm-hmm. Women are born givers, and the ways we're
spiritual
raised.
People, I think, in general, are givers.
Yes, but to see the balance in life, how you become unhappy is when life isn't balanced. And it's very hard to learn how to let people do for you too.
Well, you have to be vulnerable if you let people do for you. So sometimes just giving can be a way of hiding because you're not letting yourself be vulnerable.
Exactly. So, always allow people to reciprocate, Nicole, because it's that's the balance of life, and they should, in any small way, or but to give is great and makes you happy, and we don't
But
give.
it can deplete you too.
Yes, and we don't give to get, just so you know. But there has to be a balance. So when people say,
Oh darn, because I've been eyeing those earrings.
have you? You like when people say when someone gives you something or tells you something about yourself that's really nice, like Nicole, you're just an amazing girl. You are just something else. Really, I really appreciate who you are and that you are a giver, and I see you, and you're incredible, Nicole. Instead of going, no, you go, thank you, I
Exactly.
received that.
It's a perfect response. Thank you.
Thank you, I received that.
And don't even flip another compliment back. Like, just receive
Accept
it. Because
it.
that's another way of deflecting, too. To take it and immediately go, oh, I love that dress, or whatever else. But
Yeah,
just
I
say,
love those earrings. Can I have them? but
how many more shows do I have to do? No, just kidding.
But I want everyone to remember that when someone tells you something nice about yourself, don't push it away. Receive it and say so. Thank you, I received that.
And feel it. Like, really, like, say thank you and actually don't just say it. Like, take it in.
Yeah.
Feels good.
And I'll tell you, conversely, the girls from Get Your Fire Back will know this. You cannot receive things, and that's really fun. You know why? Because it's called a pattern interrupt, and it's how you take control of a person that's trying to bring you down. And so it's a really fun thing. It's called a pattern interrupt, because people that say things, and I hate when people say, well, I'm just direct, when they say some ridiculously rude thing, and then they just pat themselves on the back about how direct they are. And no,
That's how that woman prefaced. Well, let's be honest here. At your age, it's not like you're going to be going out dirt bike riding.
right.
She actually said that.
That is a put down. And whether she knows she's doing it or not, it's time for a pattern interrupt.
It's like, no.
Would everybody like to know how to do a pattern interrupt? Let me just see. Let me see if anybody wants to learn how to do that. It's really fun. I'm going to show you, but I just want to make sure this is welcomed. Let me go down here. Oh my goodness, we have.
We're a little behind.
Yes, we are. Yes. Okay. All right. Now, how we do a pattern interrupt is simply this. So there's two ways of doing it. Let me see. So what did that lady say to you? I'm going to be.
She said, well, let's be honest.
Wait, I'm going to be you, and you're going to be that lady.
Oh, okay.
Okay, go ahead.
Let's be honest. It's not like you're going to be going out dirt bike riding anymore.
Let's be honest. It's not like we're going to you're going to go out and go dirt bike riding anymore. What does that make you feel like? It's confusing. People will go, that's called the mirror, okay? So when someone says something rude, you mirror that back. So when the lady was saying, well, let's be honest, basically, at your age.
Your age, you're too old.
At your age, it's not like you're going to go out dirt bike riding anymore. You can mirror that, or you can not receive it. So if you just say it exactly as they said it to you, without any difference, their exact words, they're going to go like this. Because they're going to go, what is she doing? What? And you say, I just repeated your words back to you. How does that make you feel?
I like that.
And they can hardly answer you because they're so stunned, and that's the pattern interrupt. Because in that lady's mind, whether she's consciously or unconsciously saying something rude and hurtful, potentially, if you cared enough, they don't even know what they sound like. They just say words, and they know that those words are intended to hurt. All right, so that's the bad thing about this lady, and that she's in the people business, in the healing business, is really horrible.
Oh yeah, no, she was trying to negotiate me down because she's like, well, it's not like you need to get back to 100% mobility.
Right.
Like,
So mirroring somebody is a really great way to pattern interrupt, because they kind of go into a little bit of hypnosis at that point, because their mind is trying to figure out what the heck you just said. And the other way to do this is really cool. And talk about taking your power back. It is fantastic. And this works with people you know, people you don't know. It's awesome. And here it is. Both of these do. So when somebody says something to you, defines you, like what kind of person you are, and in her thing, in her case, the lady was trying to make her feel old, which is probably her own neuroses, and so she's projecting her own fear onto her, right? But when someone says something to you that is so outrageous, oh gosh, I can't tell you how many times I've done this. It never fails. You just go, no, I don't receive that. You should see the face. They're like, what did she just say? What does that mean? I don't receive it. What the hell? What does that mean? That's what's going on in their head, because people that do this to people, they naturally get a desired response. When you say something hurtful to another person, you're going to get your desired response. But when you come back in a way with people that is not rude, just simply, I don't receive that. You know what I mean? Like, what are they going to say? They don't say anything. They usually forget what they said and they walk away, and it's wonderful. And that's my favorite one.
I like that.
It works. It really, truly does. My Get Your Fire Back girls will tell you, if any of you are here, write it down in the comments. It works. You've done it with your bosses, your husbands, your wives, all of it, and it works. So, just remember that one, because getting a pattern interrupt in when somebody is being outrageous is the best satisfying feeling, because you just go, nope, and you just switch.
I'm with Cheryl. I'm going to definitely try that.
Oh, it's a goodie. Remember,
definitely.
Would you be willing? And I don't receive that. Or if a compliment comes, thank you, I received that. Then they'll know what you're talking about. So that is the best advice I have for taking your power back in the middle of a conversation.
And then are we still trying to go?
Yes, and we're gonna cut the show to, we're gonna go 5 more minutes, 7 more minutes. We're gonna give stuff away, because
have to give stuff away.
we have to give stuff away.
This is Kat we're talking about here.
Exactly. Oh my God. So did anybody learn anything tonight? Anybody learn anything tonight? Let me hear from you. Yes. Heather. Heather, did you get your gift certificate? Because I started doing that just today. I have to send more out tonight. Hey, Lisa, one of my favorite people, Lisa Hassan. Hey, Tracy. Joanne, give another example of mirroring. Barbara Hammond, thank you. I hope it is great advice, because it took me a lifetime to learn it. One of the greatest things I learned was how not to receive the negative. Thank you, Liz. Liz was at the last Get Your Fire Back we did here. And you know what? I think that's part of the most powerful thing you can do is own yourself and all your stuff and all of the things that your stuff that embarrassed you or you felt ashamed about. Just own it and know that you have to go through all that to get to where you are or where you want to be. And never let anybody make you feel bad for anything you have been through. No way. It's your life. They didn't go through your stuff. You went through your stuff. And people that are bad for us show themselves by making us feel guilty about things. About relationships that didn't work, or they're vampires and they find your weaknesses. So this is really, and then they go after them. So just know that when you feel that off of somebody, that you are in the presence of an emotional or energy vampire, and you need to take control of that situation. And it's so easy. So anything, mirroring in that sense, because mirroring means a lot of things in different subjects in psychological speak, but mirroring is, always just repeating verbatim what someone said to you. And when they ask you what you're doing, I swear to you, most of the time they're going to say, I didn't say that. I promise you that. You go, well, I heard it somewhere. What do you mean? Because people don't know how they sound. And sometimes people do. Somebody here the other night made a comment about Todd and I. And they look like you gained a little weight during the COVID-19. I'm like, yes, I did. And so I have to receive it because yes, I have, and so is everybody else, and I'm gonna get it off. And what in the hell is wrong with you?
The COVID-19, like everybody's putting on 19 pounds.
That's right. Like, what is wrong with you to say that? You know, like, I'm so sorry that you feel that you need to somehow take people down a peg for you to feel better. It isn't normal. That's not normal.
Probably justifying because they put on more weight than that.
You know what? I put on about 5 pounds, and I'm pretty good with that. You know, I'm going to get it off, and you saw that. But seriously, you know, it's especially when you can't sit down with that person to say, you must understand the power of the word. I mean, I don't know this person, so it doesn't. Right. But the power of the word is so huge. Everything you say is affecting the people that hear you.
Well, and back to what you were saying earlier about paying attention to what people say. I mean, that'd be something that'd be a huge red flag for me. Like, you want to
give me an example.
Well, like saying something like that. So you're in a pandemic. Gyms are all closed.
Yeah.
We can't exercise. You know, we weren't even supposed to go out at all at first. So naturally, a lot of people put on weight because all the ways that people keep it off, all the healthy food. I mean, it's like you can't go out to your favorite, you know, salad bar. I mean, it's just, there was a million reasons why people would put on weight. So to go after something like that,
yeah,
I mean, that would just be a big red flag for me, as if I was sitting listening to somebody that they would go there with anyone.
Yeah.
So like,
But someone is saying, amazing how some people just have no filter. You know, it's not as amazing as it is just, it's just bad form, bad manners, a person that's not connected to people in the right way, a person who is projecting their crap onto you, and projecting is a whole show in of itself, you know. So when you realize that, of course you have grace, you know, which is what God gives us, grace, and so we need to exercise that. But you know, it's not about filters.
What do you think about, because I've had people say things like that, and where I've questioned, like, did they do that to be mean, or is it just like that's all they had? Like, that's all they got. Like, they actually were trying to just think of something, anything to say.
It's projecting.
But
it's just projecting. If anyone says something mean to you, I'm promising you, that's what is going on in them, and they are projecting their poor self-image and self-feelings onto you. So the mirroring is really a good way, if you care enough, you know, to teach somebody how they sound. But I prefer, if at all possible, to say, no, I don't receive that. Because then it goes into the pattern interrupt. And if you wanted to, if they wanted to carry the conversation on further and you were interested in doing that, then you could explain to them that you don't receive that because you already know who you are. And so people don't get to tell you things and hurt you that way. They don't get to tell you who you are because you already know that. I already know that. And that's the self-work. It is work, but it's joyful work, getting to know yourself, I think.
It's like it's the best work.
It's the best work. It'll do really great things. So let me just see here before we give stuff away. I bet we have all gained over COVID-19. We are all cooking.
More than I've ever cooked in my life.
I cook for 5 people every night. Like kids, everybody comes to the table and it's a big old meal. And, you know, honestly, by the time I sit down, I don't feel like eating. But you're eating all the way through the cooking, right? Plus, I think, you know, a lot of us eat. That's our drug of choice is food. I don't take drugs, never have. And I don't drink, really. I have a glass of wine now and then or something. But, you know, my drug of choice is food. I mean, sugar or something
Maybe a nice
sweet.
wine with the food.
Oh, yeah. Well, I like a good glass of wine, but I don't drink enough to put the weight on. You know, it's just, right?
You have half a glass of wine in your...
Hello, Mariana. They're my sister, Mariana De Leon Matthews. I love you, girl. you can tell it like it is and not be a jerk about it. Those people just want to give you trouble because that's all I'm trying to get to you, Maria.
All they have.
That's all they have. That's all they have. Ryan Clements, I'm a slob. Haha. Oh my God. Ryan Clements, I'm going to get your trivia questions off my printer right now, and we're gonna give stuff away.
Yay.
And Ryan is one of my very best friends. Special man.
Do I have the
Ryan
printer
Clements. Yes, the one right back there. Ryan Clements is so awesome, and he's gonna be here on the 15th
Yay.
for a whole 10 days. And we're gonna have so much fun, Ryan, planning these shows out. It's gonna be great. Ryan, God, we have been through so much together. I just adore you and our friendship. It is a good glass of water. I'm in the desert.
God.
It's really dry. Do we have some easy ones there?
We've got some tricky ones.
Sadly, I'm not
geography
kidding.
ones,
Okay,
which
so
let's-
Ryan, when you get here, just know this. I have in the house now, that wasn't here last time, a treadmill and a Pilates machine.
Pilates machine.
Yeah, I've decided I'm going to do this. So we have everything to get it off, buddy. All right, so we're going to give away.
Keep it out of the
I
camera.
got to keep it out of the camera. Let me just look here. Let's see. We have one-word movie titles. These are all from Ryan. TV game shows, which we have done some of. Celebrity aliases. These are. Let's see. What country are you in? Oh.
That's what I was saying is tricky because people.
Yeah, I don't want to
can be
make
not
it
so
hard. I
good at,
want to give stuff away tonight and like it be easy. Which character keeps saying?
Disney movies for all the parents who had to watch all those movies with their kids.
Oh my
And
God,
ants.
that's right. Okay, so I'm gonna do the first one. Before I think this is pretty easy, and then I'll do a number because I'm going to be doing.
You wanted to do a number last time and you'd already.
And I'd already
given
given
away
away
the
the
farm.
farm.
She
That's
gave away
right.
the farm.
So let's do that. Let's see here. I think that the gift certificates are really good, because people can buy what
whatever
they want.
their heart desires.
Get what your heart desires. You can get hand sanitizer that's luxurious. You can get Kat Dana's. You can get
I love the new
makeup.
tie-dye ones, by the way. They're so
I
California.
do too, but I really, I love the camouflage.
The camels are really cool.
I know. Who knew a girl would want camouflage? But I do. See these? I got matching camo. You can't see.
Oh,
them.
you can't. Can
I
you
got-
see? She's got this coolest camel pants on.
I got camo pants on, baby. So, but you can buy makeup or whatever you want with your gift certificate, or you can buy a cup. So that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna give away gift certificates tonight, and then they are to catcosmetics.com, my company, catcosmetics.com. Awesome place to go. It's a happy place. So we're going to give away a $40 gift certificate.
It's a perfect
And by the
question,
way, they're all
considering,
going
too.
out tonight, including last Friday nights, because I was so sick all weekend I couldn't even turn on my computer. Okay, so here we go.
You got to spool up.
Okay.
Okay, we're
All right, great idea. $40 gift certificate to catcosmetics.com. And guys, there's even stuff there for you. All right, so here we go. All right, get your fingers on the keys because this is going to be pretty easy.
Mark, get set.
You know what, Seth? So you haven't played in a long time, and I know it because you kind of got bullied in here, and I saw that, and I didn't like it at all. So you play if you know, okay? The rule is if you win one, then you can't play again until the next show because we want to give everybody a chance. Here we go. Number 8. Ready? Debbie Reynolds played Aggie in the Disney Channel movie series Halloween Town. I just gave you the answer.
You just gave the answer.
What's wrong with me?
Never mind that one.
Never mind. All
In
right.
which Disney series?
No, it's like I state your name in Animal House. I state your name. This is what happens when you get tired and silly, right? All right, we're going to do that again. Damn it. The answer was Halloween Town. But we
Debbie
didn't
was
ask the
great at
question.
that, by the way.
She was. Okay. All right.
Oh,
Okay. Let's see. Okay. This is a Beauty and the Beast one. Here we go. In the movie Beauty and the Beast, who sings the theme song Beauty and the Beast? In the movie Beauty and the Beast, who sings the theme song Beauty and the Beast? Okay. Ooh, God, that worked. That is so fast.
Wait, which one's faster, this phone or the screen? I don't know which one to watch.
Okay. I need not the name of the actress, but the
character name.
character name. Thank you.
Oh, I saw it.
Okay.
Yikes. Wait, there. Is there someone before Angela?
I don't know. I see Angela Pritchett got it, so let me go back. See, Seth, everyone's saying play because I saw
Come
that
back
bullying.
to us, Seth.
I saw that bullying going on. Okay.
It was Mrs. Potts.
It was Mrs. Potts. Angela Pritchett. You on both ones did get it right. Angela Pritchett. Send me your email on my Facebook page messenger there. And there you go. Mark that off. You see that OCD just kicks in right there. I got a little bit of everything. I do. Well, the good stuff.
Exactly.
A little OCD, a little ADD. It's all good. Okay, here we go.
Are we doing 2 Disney ones? We should give someone who doesn't have Disney kids a chance.
Right, here we go. So we're
But
going
this is a good one. I like this category. Celebrity aliases.
Oh, is there an easy one there? Mm-hmm. Congratulations, Angela, by the way. Okay. This is pretty easy. Seth, are you still in here with us? You're awful quiet. Let's see here. Can you tell I love Seth? I do. Okay. Very good. All right. This glamorous for another $40 gift certificate to catcosmetics.com. This glamorous Hollywood actress's real name is Norma Jean Mortensen. Who is the actress? This glamorous Hollywood actress's real name is Norma Jean Mortensen. Okay. Let's see here. Moving a little slow. Okay, we're on a lag, so we're waiting. Okay. Ooh, boy, oh boy, oh boy,
there.
oh boy. No, I saw. Okay. The answer is Marilyn Monroe. How do you go back this way?
I don't know. We're going to have to do it on the phone. I don't think you can.
Oh, God.
I don't know why your page isn't working on.
It's just not going. I can't scroll it back, but I can do it here. Good. Uh-huh.
Mm-hmm.
Hold on, gals and guys.
Suspense is killing me.
I know. Oh, hey, Seth. There you are. I love
Seth,
you back.
he came back to us. There. Right there.
Madia Smith. You, Garvin, you are going to win the $40 gift certificate. So make sure I have your email address in my private message box. I'm going to do one more of those, $40 gift certificate to Cat Cosmetics. Let's see, I'm gonna do a number. Let me get this. Hold on, let me just get this. Perfect. Super happy, super excited. All right. I know everybody's now looking to see if I gained weight. Oh,
I don't see it.
Okay, here we go. Oh, it's a number I'm thinking of.
Oh, wait a minute.
All right. It's a number I'm thinking of. It is between 1 and 15. And I'm thinking of that number. I'll get that all the way down. I'm thinking of that number right now between 1 and 15. Did you see it?
Oh, Joe. Oh, you're too kind. Oh, Joe just popped in.
Oh,
In a minute.
Wait a minute. Did anyone get this number yet? Hold on.
Wait.
Joe.
No, between 1 and...
1 and 9. Oh, sorry, 1 and 15.
1 and 15.
Joe got me all flustered. 1 and 15. Okay, I'm going to get 1 and 15.
1 and 1, 5.
And that's right.
She's making it easy
Between
tonight.
1 and
must be hungry.
15. I haven't seen it yet.
Me neither.
Okay, let's see here. Okay, I'm going to narrow that down for you.
No, it's coming.
Is it?
There's a bunch on the other screen here. They've got to hit it sooner or later.
Yep.
Odds on favorites.
Look at Ryan going, I'm not playing. I'm not. All right. Okay. Between 1 and 10. I'm thinking of it right now. Between 1 and 10. Okay, we're not there yet. Oh my goodness.
Suspense is killing me.
I know.
Wow.
For a $40 gift certificate to catcosmetics.com, what is the number? Yes, sleigh tests. You got it. All right.
Oh,
Whew,
thank you.
I know, it was
Saved.
making me nervous. The number is 6. I know it's backwards. Can you imagine what Todd would say if he was in here and the camera was backwards? You know what it's like? It's like not having your folks at home. Sounds like Daddy's not here. I can do what I want.
Do it all.
As a matter of fact, I'm going to give away one more thing. What do you say? Yes, okay.
Oh my gosh, you're dangerous. Zone. Wait, where was it again?
Latex, Leytes, latex styles. All right. Okay, so let's do it one more time. Let's do it one more time. You see my little pineapples back there? They make me happy. It's the little things.
They're so pretty. I don't
The
know if
little
they really,
things
if you can
are
really
the
see
big
how
things.
pretty they are.
Okay,
on that.
so let's do that one more time. Not going to do numbers. I'm going to do the trivia for a $40 gift certificate. The fourth one of the night, or is it the fourth?
And the answer is not quite yet, Joe.
The answer is 5 minutes, Joe. Okay, so here we go. I'm going to make this really easy. Let's see here. Okay. Okay, sorry guys, let me just...
Can we just make one up?
We can. You got something in your head. It's got to be easy, though.
Sure. What musical features a song about a pineapple?
Oh my God, I don't even know that.
Pineapple for me. It's a duet from you.
Get yourself on there. If this isn't...
If you gave me diamonds, if you gave me pearls, if you gave me roses like some other boys might give to other girls,
I don't know the song.
it couldn't please me more. Come on, really?
No.
Than the gift I see, a pineapple for me.
Okay,
Seriously?
that's a hard one.
Come
It's too
on.
hard.
It's a big musical.
Okay, let me
Am I
go.
the only musical theater
While I
person
look for
here?
another, I'm a musical
All right,
theater
it was
person.
Cabaret.
Oh,
Come
I know that people are going to go, what? But I didn't like that musical. I walked out at halftime.
What? I'm going to go
Well,
wow.
good
Okay.
guess. Okay, you guys, stop trying to. I thought it might be South Pacific too. Stop trying to guess because I'm going to make
She
this
made me
much
throw in
easier.
the towel. We're done.
Oh
I'm
my
finished.
God,
Nothing
I
anymore.
can't take it. Okay, let's see. All right.
I mean, they made it a movie too. Come on.
Okay. Here we go. I know Joe is out there and probably knows every answer. Okay, so we'll do another Disney one.
All right.
All
Get us
right.
out of here, Kat.
This is so easy. Get your fingers on the keys. Let's go for this. What Disney movie character? No. What is the...
Oh my goodness. It was Cabaret, by the way, Mark. Thank you.
All right. What
My
is
fellow-
the name of the mermaid in The Little Mermaid?
Wow.
That doesn't get any
If they don't
easier.
get this really fast, I'm going to be very disappointed in Disney fans.
What is the name of the mermaid in The Little Mermaid? Hi, Christine Carlavati. Okay.
Oh, Tammy says she said Cabaret before we threw in the towel.
Okay, well, you know what? We'll go back and look at that and you'll hear from us. Okay, Barbara Hammond. Barbara Hammond. Ariel. That's so great.
That's it.
Look at this stuff. Isn't it neat? Don't you think my collection's complete? Wouldn't you think I'm the girl who has everything? That's right. That's one of my favorite songs. I love singing that with little girls. Now listen, everybody. You have been incredible. I just want to say thank you to Dawn, my co-host for tonight, who just got back into town today. Todd will be back on Wednesday. You guys are shooting
Not on Wednesday. Neither of us will be back on Wednesday.
Okay, so I'll probably be...
You have to get a guest
I'll
artist.
be
Joe, what are you
stag-
doing Wednesday?
Joe can be my co-host. I can be Stag and Solo Wednesday. You know what? I'm thinking about having a guest on, and she's real special. So if I can make that Wednesday, make that happen. But I was thinking Friday might be really good because it's kind of at the end of the week special thing. But you will love who I'm talking about if she says yes. I want to thank you for coming tonight. We love you so much. Life is gonna get back to normal, and you know what? I'm
Life
grateful.
is a cabaret, old chum.
Oh boy, it's like I don't like jazz music either, and I know it's like not liking cabaret is.
Yeah, she was on Broadway.
No, I know, but I was, Anyway, I love you guys.
She was in this New Year musical.
We will see you on Wednesday, if not before. I will. Dawn and Todd will be out shooting all week, but he probably will be back on Friday. But I hope that you'll come visit. I will give you a fun show, I promise. And just remember how very special you are, and never let anybody tell you any different, okay? Love you guys. See you Wednesday.
Bye, everyone.
Bye.